Hey, what's up, beautiful people? Before anybody complains, okay, because I know it's going to be somebody who complains. There always is. Before anybody complains, girl, look, I've had a very, very long day. I've been fucking around with Comcast. My internet is still fucked, okay? As y'all can see, I am doing this bitch, what did you say video on Google Hangouts, okay? It's not going to be broadcasted on YouNet. So as far as the quality, I cannot tell you 100% what the quality is going to be like. All I can say, as long as you can hear me, girl, we are going to go along with the motherfucking show, okay? So if the shit is blurry, I'm sorry, but Comcast has fucked me over once again. Plus my bitch, what did you say video, girl, the audio was completely going on that video. So I have been having a rough motherfucking week when it comes to these goddamn videos, but I digress. I'm sorry that I had to come on here going off in the beginning, but girl, it is what it is. Like I said, we're going to do this bitch, what did you say video loud in a motherfucking color, and I'm pretty sure you guys will appreciate that. Just says. And anyway, hey you guys, hey Charmaine, hey Pink, hey Brittany, hey Felicia, hey Anastasia, hey Sharonda, hey Gigi, hey Erica, hey Kenneth, hey SC Voyager fan, hey everybody who is in here with your girl right now. Thank y'all for coming and hanging out with me, because like I said, y'all, I have been trying to get that fucking video. I have been trying to go in and see what the hell was going on with the audio. I have no earthly idea, but I'm pretty sure anybody who is a YouTuber or whatever, I'm pretty sure you have dealt with, you know, fucked up audio and things like that. From time to time, I've actually lost footage, but it is what it is, y'all. So if like I said, if the video is a little bit blurry, as long as y'all can hear me, we gonna go ahead and get along with the motherfucking show, okay, girls? From Louisiana, hi, boo, shout out to Louisiana. Shout you out in one of my vids. Hey, Kenneth. Oh, you got lashes on too. I see you getting your makeup game on point, extra fleeky. Hey, Zachary, how you doing? Hey, Lethea. Hey, Desiree. Bring back the Peter Pop-Off video. I can't find that video, Kalika. I must have deleted it. Hey, Monica. How y'all doing on this day? Watching you from Hawaii. Oh my God, how is the weather in Hawaii? I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get into the topics in a second. I do want to, you know, I want to kind of speak to the people in the room. For those of you that are watching this after the fact, okay, those of you that are not actually in here with me live, just know I'm going to get into the bitch, what did you say, in a second. But you know, when I'm loud, when I'm loud, live, and in motherfucking color, I have to speak to my fam bam, okay? Hey Livy, hey Karita. It's not blurry on my end. I can see and hear you. Okay, cool. Cause girl, I was like, you know what? That's one of the reasons why I don't fuck around with this Google Plus situation, y'all. Cause it be on some other shit. Just saying, okay. Okay, SC Warrior Japan from Vegas. Yes, this what's up. Turn up, Texas. Hey Nita. I know I'm probably mispronouncing your name. Hey Jermaine. Hey Great from God TV. Hey boo, thank you so much. There's a new Canadian Lay's. Do us a flavor. It's wasabi. I ain't even gonna lie. It's good. The other ones last. I think we've had the wasabi. I think we've had the wasabi. So I think that's the same ones that we had. Am I mistaken? I might be mistaken. I'm not 1,000% sure. But that shit was nasty to me. Just says, okay? Just says. Let's go ahead and get into this shit, because I've been talking and rambling for long enough, y'all. Like I said, this is going to be a bitch, what did you say video, where I just pretty much, well, this was pretty much supposed to be my what the fuck Wednesday video. But of course, on yesterday, Comcast decided that they wanted to motherfucking, you know, give me some fever yesterday, girl. My internet went out and shit. The woman sent signals and shit to my damn box, and bitch fried my goddamn box. So of course, today a Comcast man had to come out because I couldn't get my internet to work for shit, okay? That's after unplugging the box multiple times. And of course, after he came here, he confirmed that the box was actually fucked up, which I already knew that, girl. I've been dealing with these goddamn people for damn near 10 years, okay? I already know when they shit is, you know, fried, died, and laid to the side, just saying. Welcome to the family, Monique. I look at all your stuff. You be popping off. Yes, I do be going kind of wild. Y'all. But let's get into this goddamn shit. Well, I'm gonna give people, because I did tell people 6:30. So I guess I can sit here and have conversation with y'all until about 6:35, and then we can get into the meat and potatoes of this particular video. Yeah. Thank you, Starstruck. Thank you so much. Thank you. It's about time for me to go and get a fill because this is the gel manicure, and you know you can tell when the gel manicure is starting to getting ready to come up off this piece because it starts to like, I don't know, looks like it's scuffed a little bit. So it's about that time for me to go and get this shit fixed. Just that. But yeah. So what's going on with y'all on this lovely what the fuck is today? Thursday afternoon. Hey Nachiko. I know I'm mispronouncing your name for real, because I mean that's yeah. Because I thankfully today I wasn't on that CP time. Cause girl, we gonna talk about it, Brittany. But girl, I got sleepy as fuck because I normally start my work day at 6 o'clock. And bitch, I ain't gonna lie, I started to go to motherfucking sleep. I was like, I can't do that to my fan bam. I told him I'm gonna come on and go live. I was gonna get him this goddamn what the fuck video. I can't go to sleep, girl, but bitch, I was this close to falling asleep. I have been binge watching. That's one thing about me. I have literally been binge watching this dude's vlogs that I just found. His name is the hell is his name? His name is the Trooper or some shit like that. He's this guy who he was living in Florida. He just went on like not an adventure. He just up one day decided that he wanted to move to Las Vegas, and he was basically documenting his journey from Florida to Las Vegas. And I've been watching I think he has like 50 something videos in the series, and I probably watched about 20 of them back to back because the shit is interesting as fuck. He's very entertaining. Today is my day off. I'm so glad, girl. I know you are. Hey, Aaron. Hey, Matria. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get into this because anybody who's not in here, you can always watch the video back once I get done with it. Once it actually processes and all that shit. But the things that we're gonna talk about today, I don't know if any of you guys who are on Facebook, hell, if you're on social media, period, you probably have seen this video that has been floating around about this guy who had his 2 daughters and they were crying, basically telling him that they did not want to go back with their mother. Now, of course, there were a lot of people underneath the comments of this video basically saying that they feel like, the video can be a little misleading. The reason why the girls were crying, saying that they didn't want to go back with their mother, a lot of them were saying that, weekend, some with children that go, for the weekend with their father, the weekend is filled with, them eating anything they want, sugary things, cookies, candy, potato chips, going to their amusement parks and things like that. And they felt like, maybe the girls were crying because they didn't want to go back with their mom because they knew they were going to be leaving all of the fun from the weekend. And I was watching the Advice show because he did a video about the situation, and he actually reached out to the young man that was in the video, and the man spoke to him and said, no, the woman, the children's mother was actually abusive, and the children did not want to go back with their mom because she was abusive to them. Now, they were actually on their way to court, okay? He told them that they would have to actually get in the car with their mother to ride to court, because if they got in the car with him, for whatever reason, I didn't really understand the reasoning behind that, the reason why the courts would tell them that they couldn't ride with their father to the courthouse, which was very, very silly to me. But anyway, they were going to court about a custody battle. They get to court, and the judge basically says that, well, if we find out that she's abusing them again, then we'll give you custody. So does it take this woman killing these children before you give them to their father? These babies were, you can literally see the fear in their eyes. They were so scared. I'm talking about, they were like, why do we have to go back with mom? I mean, they were so scared. You can clearly tell that these children have been abused. Okay, now granted, I'm not there. Okay, I can't sit there and be like, definitely she's been beating these children to a pulp. But you can look at these children and clearly tell that this woman has been beating these children. Okay, they were crying, and the judge is seriously going to say, if we find that there's a 14-year-old in the house. I don't know if the 14-year-old is this man's child as well, but the 2 children that were in the video looked like they were under 10 years old. But do the children have to be killed before you give the custody to the father? The man clearly loves his children. I didn't understand that whole thing right there, but the Advice show said that he was going to continue to reach out to the man and get more on the see what's going on with it. But the judge said no, they're gonna send them back with the mother. And that's why I say the system is fucked up. The system is designed to, basically cater to the people who are really are abusing their fucking children. And they'll sit there, you'll get social workers and things like that. Granted, I don't have children, but I do know people who have been in situations where social workers damn near wanted to take their children for them simply giving them a spanking. But you got people around here that are literally abusing these children, and social workers and the judges don't do shit about it. This shit is fucked up, y'all. It's seriously fucked up. I mean, it's horrible. So, like I said, the advisor said he was going to continue to reach out to the man and see what's see if he can help him out or whatever. But that was really, really sad. I don't know if you guys have saw that video, but you could type it in on YouTube, and I'm pretty sure it's there. You could just put in father holds his daughters crying, don't want to go back with their mom or something like that. But I know it's like a viral video on Facebook. As a matter of fact, I will share it. I will share it on my Facebook page when I get off of here. So it's just that's extremely crazy. But it's there. Like I said, I'll share it on my ThickChickVlogs Facebook page. You guys can go over and watch it if you have not seen it. But it's horrible. I mean, yeah, but like I said, does it? And then my thing is what's going to happen if something happens to these children? What's going to be your? I mean, I'm trying to figure out what's going to be her response when something bad happens to these children. Fucked up situation, seriously. But yeah, I'm definitely going to be following that story. Hopefully the advisor said he was going to reach out to him and see if the man wants to do an interview. And he's going to follow up with that. So I'm definitely going to be watching his page to see if he actually talks to this guy, to see if we can see what's really going on with this whole little story. But the judge said no, the children are going to go back with their mother. And if we find out again that she's been abusing, how many times does she have to abuse him? Okay. How many times does she have to abuse him before you decide that she's not fit? Fucked up situation. But that shit made me cry for real. Let me read some of these comments. Somebody said, wow, that's too many. What happened? I have birthed 10 children into this world, so I know. Oh, wow. 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 But yeah, that's what's going on with the first story, y'all. That's the first thing that made me say, what the fuck? Okay. When I saw that this woman was like, well, if she abuses them again, then we'll give you custody. What kind of fuck shit is that? But anyway, I digress on that. Okay. How do I find you on Facebook? The links are down in the description box. Hey, beautiful soul. There's no excuse for that. Mom needs to be in jail, and judge should no longer be able to judge. It's crazy, for real. Like I said, the system is designed to fuck you over. Dead serious. What's abuse though? Is she whooping ass or hitting with her fist? I don't know. But not that I don't know. Like I said, I'm not physically there to look at the children, so I don't know if she's hitting them with her fist or spanking them. But the 14-year-old said that they were being abused, and apparently there is some type of documentation that she has been abusing these children. I don't know the specifics of the situation. When shit happens to the kids, the judge going to hit that would have, could have, yeah. And it's gonna be too little, too late then. So hopefully, like I said, they resolve this whole little situation before things get too bad. And something seriously wrong happens to these children. But the next thing, okay, so I shared a video on my my like page, my ThickChickVlogs like page, about Mr. Delivered, aka Andrew Caldwell. He was going in on Wendy Williams, y'all, calling all kind of wig wearing drag queens, just talking all kinds of shit about it. Apparently, I don't know if Wendy, I don't watch Wendy Williams every day, but I don't know if Wendy Williams talked about him on one of her hot topics or what. But she was basically saying that he lost the lawsuit, or saying she doesn't think he's going to win the lawsuit against Cordell. And of course, he decided to go in on her, basically saying you need to worry about whether or not I'm sleeping with your husband. Just all kinds of shit. Because I know a lot of y'all were actually wondering what the fuck he was going in on her for. But like I said, she was talking about him in the lawsuit with Cordell Crawford, the one that used to be married to Portia Williams for Real Housewives of Atlanta. Yeah, y'all don't know anything about that. You need to Google it, baby, because Mr. Delivered went his motherfucking ass on the radio show and decided that he wanted to basically lie like he was having an affair with Cordell while he was dating Portia, talking about Cordell was buying him all kinds of purses and all this type of shit while he was married to Portia. And of course, Cordell decided to sue his motherfucking ass for getting on their line. Okay, so yeah, because he knew that was a motherfucking lie. Not saying that Cordell maybe don't dip every now and then. I don't fucking know. All I know is that his motherfucking ass got sued, and he's probably gonna end up losing the lawsuit. Just saying, okay. I would have left the country with them if it was that bad. I mean, you can't just. I mean, that if you leave the country with your children, you're gonna be a fugitive, and you're gonna be arrested for kidnapping. So that's gonna make the situation worse. So I don't really think that would be a too good of an idea to me. Okay, girl, what did you think on the Fear the Walking Dead episode? I was gonna review Fear the Walking Dead, but to be brutally honest with you, I'm not here for it. I mean, I'm gonna watch it every Sunday, but I can't review that shit. It's nothing to review, honestly. It's hard watching Fear the Walking Dead, especially seeing them make so many stupid mistakes when I'm so used to watching Walking Dead and they know all of the ins and outs and things like that when it comes to, killing walkers and all this stuff. It's hard for me to watch Fear the Walking Dead, but I'm gonna watch because it is interesting, and I need to have something in my system until the next season of Walking Dead, since they didn't give us what the fuck we wanted at the season finale. But I didn't really think too much of it. Voyager fan. Hey, they call me Ken. How are you? Hey, I'm Salem. Bones new season comes on tonight. Are you gonna watch? I don't watch Bones. But yeah, that's what was going on, Mr. Deliver, because somebody was asking what the hell he was talking about in that video. But yeah, now the next what the fuck thing we're gonna talk about is our brother from another mother, Katt Williams. Of course, Katt Williams is back in the motherfucking news, y'all. I know y'all probably thinking to yourself, what the fuck is Katt Williams in the news for now? Apparently, okay, he threatened to shoot and kill some truck driver at a TA truck stop. No, it was a TA or a Petro in Georgia. Okay, yes. So he threatened to shoot and kill this truck driver. The guy, I don't know if it was the guy or maybe somebody in the parking lot heard the commotion, the argument, and called the police. Now, they also said that Katt Williams had some women with him who were basically lunging at the man with canes and shit. What the fuck they just get random ass canes from to be lunging at people with? I have no earthly idea. But they were lunging at this man with canes. Now, the police were called, but by the time the police got there, the truck driver had already left. So Katt Williams, when the police got there, Katt Williams was explaining to them that the man basically was trying to belittle him for being a celebrity or some shit that made absolutely no sense. Okay, but of course the police couldn't do anything because the man had left and he didn't have the other side to this story. But girl, that's the only reason that this fool didn't go to jail again. We already know that the judge told him, if I see your motherfucking ass again, it's lights out for your motherfucking ass. Okay, so like I said, if this son bitch don't want to be in jail, I'm not trying to be funny, y'all. I know people saying Katt Williams probably have some type of disorder. I get it, got it good, but you can't be your ass around here threatening nobody's life, especially after you done been to jail goddamn 1,000 times within the last 30 days. Okay, and like I said, he just stay in the goddamn news for threatening somebody's life. He just don't seem to get the motherfucking picture. But yeah, Katt Williams' ass is in the news again for threatening to kill a truck driver, bitch. What the fuck? Anyway, are you Team Tommy or Team Tiara? I'm Team Tiara at this particular point. I don't know. I don't. Like I said, I don't know them well enough to be team either or. But from what I can see so far, Tiara, because Tommy did a little bit too much in this last episode, and I didn't like that shit. And especially now, if she plan on hanging with old messy ass Carly Rae and Jessica Dime, I'm not here for that shit either. But anyway, they need to let him sit in jail for a while to dry out. That's the thing, Miss Artie. It's all about that almighty dollar. Okay, you got these people that will keep locking you up, keep raising your bond just to keep getting your coins. Okay, they'll keep locking him up, and they'll keep giving him a motherfucking bond. But eventually, he gonna do some shit to where he can't get out. Okay, it ain't gonna be no bond for his ass. Just saying. The retired police officer from Dallas, the words he said made me cry. What happened, Isa? Yeah, he definitely needs a psychic evaluation really, really bad. Next, okay, Nick Gordon. I know a lot of y'all have been wondering. I don't know. Y'all probably haven't been wondering, but I have been wondering, where the fuck is Nick Gordon? What the hell is going to go on with Nick Gordon after this whole Bobby Christina situation? Well, Nick Gordon will be sitting down with Dr. Phil again. Of course, I know Dr. Phil is doing this motherfucker shit. He is, well, I can't say he's using Nick Gordon, because, I mean, the man, Nick Gordon, can refuse or not to come back on the Dr. Phil show. But Nick Gordon is going to be on the Dr. Phil show again on April 28th. And he's basically going to be talking about, I guess, what his life has been like since Bobby Christina died, and, you know, the proceed, you know, all anything that he can basically talk about. I don't know if they're going to try to drag the shit out like they did last time. I don't know. But he will be on the Dr. Phil show again on April 28th. And of course, for those of you who don't know, they ruled Bobby Christina's death as being an overdose, basically. Okay, basically an overdose and a drowning, which is kind of eerie, because that's damn near mirrors her mother's death, and that's really, really creepy to me. But I digress on that situation. But yeah, like I said, if y'all are interested in the goddamn Dr. Phil thing, or Nick Gordon, what's going on with him, he will be on Dr. Phil on April 28th. I don't know about y'all, but I'm definitely going to be recording that situation, because I just want to know what the fuck he got to say. I don't know. I just do. No, I'm not on you now. Right now. The video with Katt on TMZ. Oh, okay, Isa. People who know Katt said he always been like that. Well, damn. I mean, maybe it's just now coming about, because I never knew that he was like that, because we never saw it in the news, so I never would have known that he was like that. Hey, Mia. Hey, DeAndre. I can't wait to see the episode either, Heather. Hey, Pink Teardrops. But yeah, Nick Gordon will be on Dr. Phil on April 28th. Now, Ciara, okay, Ciara. Well, what the fuck was it? I think it was the Billboard Awards, okay? Ciara and Ludacris were announcing nominees at the Billboard Awards, and people were actually, I mean, okay, when it came down to them naming off the nominees, not Future, but Ludacris, you know, called out the names he was supposed to call out. Then it switched to Ciara, and Ciara called out names, but she got down the list, and when she got to Future's name, she didn't say anything, and people thought she was trying to be funny. How's the Juice Man? Juice Man is fine. But she didn't say Future's name, and Ludacris had to say it, and people thought she was trying to shade him. But they have court orders that neither one of them can say the other person's name. So she said that was the reason why she actually did what she did. It wasn't that she didn't want to say his name. It's just, I mean, I know that it was the Billboard Awards, but neither one of them can't have the other person's name just rolling off their tongue. I'm pretty sure the judge wouldn't have said anything about her saying his name at this Billboard Awards, but I guess she was kind of like, you know, I really don't want to say his motherfucking name anyway, and especially since the judge told us that neither one of us can say the other person's name, and you know, on TV and on social media or whatever, I'm just going to go ahead and pass the mic to Ludacris and let him go ahead and announce the name. So when I saw it, I was kind of like, damn, she's shading him too, until I saw the explanation as to the reason why she didn't do it. So yeah, and it was probably a little bit of shade, the reason why those people, you know, because I'm pretty sure they had on the teleprompter who was going to say what. So I'm pretty sure they probably already knew what the fuck was going on with that situation right there for all. But yeah, they messy boots, girl, messy boots. You already know. Hey, Mr. Mac, how are you? We're still talking about Katt Williams. What do you mean, Super Mario? No, we're not talking about it right now. Y'all almost missed it. I asked you on Facebook, was it now? Hey, boo, Miss my auntie Lady Nika. For y'all that don't know my auntie Lady Nika, y'all need to go and subscribe to her channel. They set her up. Exactly, they set her up, girl. You know they set her up. She probably didn't want to say his name. Exactly, that's what I said. I said she didn't want to say his goddamn name anyway, but they set her up for that motherfucking okie doke. Okay, they set her up for that okie doke. Hey, hello, bye. That's an interesting name. That's a very interesting name. I knew she didn't say his name because of the gag orders. People just like, yeah, it was because of the gag orders. Exactly. But people thought that she was actually trying to shade him. But I really, honestly and truly don't think Ciara is, you know, that type of a person. But again, that's just me. So I kind of knew it had to be a little bit more to that situation. But like I said, there was some messy ass people that knew damn well that Ciara was probably going to side out at just even the thought of Future's name. But I knew it was a reason why she didn't say his name. Hey, Layman. Yes, it was SC Voyager fan. Walking Dead. I'm over the Walking Dead. I don't even want to talk about the Walking Dead no more because, like I said, they didn't give me what the fuck I wanted, so they can kiss my ass until next season. So, yeah, fuck the Walking Dead. Now, let's talk about DMX right quick. Yes, I did work out today. Let's talk about DMX right quick. DMX was. This woman is basically accusing DMX of sexual assault. Now, let me tell you a little bit something that's interesting about this situation. So, this woman decided to go back to DMX's room, not alone with DMX. DMX went back to his room with a group of people. It was a group of people, and this woman just so happened to be in the group of people. Okay. Now, the people, they were sitting around drinking, talking, whatever the fuck they were doing, and they look up and they notice that the woman was gone. Okay. But after they noticed that she was gone, they also noticed that DMX's $30,000 watch was missing as well. Okay. So, of course, they were like, oh, this bitch must have stole your watch. So they ran out after her. Caught her and called the police. Okay. Called the police. And when the police arrived, the woman told the police that DMX sexually assaulted her. Now, mind you, a lot of people were sitting there going up in arms talking about, you can't sit there and say maybe he did sexually assault her. This bitch didn't holler sexual assault until this motherfucking nigga, until the police got there and caught her with this man goddamn watch. See, that's the reason why a lot of people kind of side eye women when they holler rape, because you got people like this that'll sit there and holler rape because you sat there and called cops on their ass for stealing. You know what I'm saying? You got women out there that do this shit. They'll prostitute, okay? They'll prostitute, be selling their body, and they'll get a man that come over instead of them getting the money up front. They'll let a nigga fuck them. Okay, after he fuck him, he tell him he ain't got no money. These motherfuckers sit there and call the police and tell the police that this dude raped him. Motherfucker, he didn't rape you. What you did, you sat there and laid your funky ass down, and instead of telling him to give you the money up front, you sat there and let him wham bam, thank you, ma'am. And now you're sitting there looking stupid, and now you want to call the police talking about he raped you. The fuck? So yeah, this bitch, she on some other shit. She a motherfucking thief. And once the police got there, she decided to tell the police that this man sexually assaulted her. But you got my motherfucking $30,000 watch, bitch. You done ran out the crib with my $30,000 watch. Sit your motherfucking ass all the way down, okay? Just saying, okay? What did they say, Salem? What happened? I know I'm probably missing out on a whole lot of comments. Sorry about that. Did you hear about the Kardashians' response to Rob's engagement? I haven't. What did they say? It's all over the blogs and Wendy Williams show. What did they say? I missed it. I haven't seen it on the blogs. I don't know how I missed that. Hey Renee, how are you doing, boo? I think what will end up happening is that they won't actually marry, but will announce to the public that they're married. Rob and Chyna. To be honest, I mean, like I said, and people get upset when I say this, and I'm not trying to be funny, okay? I wish Rob and Chyna the best, but in all honesty, and this is only in my personal opinion, I honestly and truly feel that this whole Rob and Chyna Shiro situation is for publicity and to make them money, okay? I honestly and truly do. Now, I'm not saying that Rob and Chyna are working together. Hell, who knows? All them motherfuckers might be in cahoots together. Black Chyna, Rob Kardashian, Tigger, Kylie, the whole goddamn family could be in on together. I don't know. But I can only say in ThickChickVlogs' opinion, I do wish Rob and Chyna the best, but I can only say in my personal opinion, I do not think they're going to get married. Okay, I don't. I think that and if they do damn get married, it probably won't last very long. And like I said, I'm not wishing bad luck on anybody, and I do wish them the best. I have no reason to not want them to be together. No reason. I'm just saying, I personally think this shit is for shits and giggles, which is fucked up, okay? But hey, that's how celebrities make their coins, girl. Staying in the motherfucking news, staying relevant, just saying. So it is what it is. I think Rob loves Chyna. I don't know if she loves him. I don't even know. Like I said, hell, I wouldn't be surprised if Rob Kardashian is in on it. Okay, he's at the end of the day, he is a Kardashian. That's what the fuck they do. Baby, I'm sick of anything. Exactly, me too. I'm like, what the fuck? That's why I was like, what the hell happened with they engagement? What did they say? To be honest with you, I'm good. Sorry for being like, you know what? I know you do, Miss Renee. Thank you so much for joining me. Hey Raquel. Bitches is grimy. Hey, Min Pam. I don't think they'll marry either, Auntie, to be brutally honest with you. Like I said, a lot of this shit is all about that almighty dollar. When it comes to making a little bit of coin, especially now that these people talking about, you know, they're going to give them these reality show. Hell, they might even decide just to get a reality show. And you never know, they might drag this motherfucker shit out. Who knows, girl? Just keep getting them coins. I believe Chyna has a hidden agenda. I believe they all got a hidden agenda, to be honest with you. Hey, Super Mario, are you speaking to somebody else? Also, Rob has apparently proposed to exactly. Rob proposed to Adrienne Bailey, whatever the fuck her name is, Rita Ora, and they said every relationship that Rob Kardashian has been in, he has asked these chicks to marry them after they gave him a little bit of booty. Okay, I don't know. Maybe he one of them dudes that, you know, I'd be scared to fuck around with a nigga like that, okay? Motherfucker hit it and he automatically in love after that first hit, bitch. That's some creepy ass shit, okay? So, but they said every time he get with a woman, okay, lay down with her, he been with her for all of a week, he already on his goddamn knee. Just says, and okay, so like I said, just keep your eyes peeled on this situation, because I'm pretty sure it's gonna be some more shit that pop off, and they, you know, it's gonna be some smoke and mirrors, okay? Let's give the Pizza Burger guy a reality show too. I know, right? It might be more interesting. Yeah, at least, I mean, she seems to be, you know, helping him with the losing weight thing, which is a very positive thing. I'm not saying, like I said, I have no reason to wish any ill will on Blac Chyna and Rob Kardashian. I wish them the best, but I'm only saying, in my personal opinion, I don't think the shit is real. That's just me, though. But yeah, we can move on off of that. Now, the next bit of what the fuck shit that made me say what the fuck is the fact that LeBron James, okay, LeBron James was caught creeping into one of them Instagram models DM, okay? I think her name is Rachel Bush. She's dating another basketball player, but he creeped in her Instagram DM and decided to, you know, he didn't say anything out of the way. He basically just said, hey, what's up? But of course, you know, it'll make you think in the back of your mind, what exactly would he have wanted with this chick, okay? And a lot of people are saying that LeBron James is known to be, you know, fucking getting hopping in folks' DMs and shit. Do they not listen to these fucking lyrics to these goddamn songs, okay? Don't you hate when you get screenshotted? Nigga, if you a celebrity, you can't be hopping in these motherfucking bitches' DMs, especially on no flirting ass shit, okay? So of course she put his motherfucking ass on blast, girl. Talking he was all over her DM, but she couldn't say that he was, you know, trying to get with her, because all he said was, hey, what's up? But it will make you think, what the fuck was that hey, what's up going to lead to? What if she would have edged the conversation on? Okay? What if she would have edged it on? It might have got a little bit of juicy up in there. Who knows? But it makes you wonder what the fuck he wanted. But she put his ass on blast, and that shit been all up in all on the blogs and shit, girl. But I digress on that, okay? Yeah, she put his ass on Front Street. Her name is Rachel Bush or whatever, girl. Rachel Bush. Did y'all watch Kobe Bryant's last game on yesterday? I didn't get a chance to watch it. But girl, okay, apparently they said he went out with a bang. I think he scored 60 points or whatever. But boo, don't y'all know, if you want to get courtside seats, 2 courtside seats to did I say LeBron James to Kobe Bryant's last game? Do you know that, bitch, them 2 courtside tickets were $40,000 fucking dollars, bitch? $40,000. And not just that, they even said that if you wanted to get some fucking nosebleed seats, them motherfuckers wasn't too much cheaper, bitch. The fuck? Okay. Negatively. Okay. And then of course him and his wife got their, you know, retirement rings, and they said them motherfuckers work more than some people goddamn, you know, whole college tuition, bitch. Goddamn. But yeah, is Steph Curry still winning? I don't know. I'm not even a big basketball fan, girl. I'm sorry, DeAndre, I called you girl, but you know how I talk. I'm sorry about that. But $40,000 motherfucking dollars for 2 courtside tickets? Are you fucking kidding me? Motherfucker, you better come home with me, goddamn, cook me some food. Motherfucker, fuck you coming home with me. I want to go home with you for the next 2 years, okay? I'm going to need to be moving in with you, your wife, and your kids for the next 2 years, goddamn it. I need to use all of the amenities and shit that y'all got, your chauffeur, your bus. I need everything, okay? If I'm going to be paying $40,000 goddamn dollars, motherfucker, you better pass me the motherfucking ball. You better let me get out there on the goddamn court and shoot a couple of motherfucking hoops. The fuck? $40,000? I'm sorry. I ain't nowhere in hell. I can do no shit like that. I'm sorry. I don't give a damn how much money I got. I can't see myself paying no $40,000 for no goddamn basketball game. But you know, I guess shit, that's what celebrities do. Because I'm pretty sure the only people that were courtside were celebrities. But still, Health is not $30,000. Watch it. No, $40,000. If I said 30, that was a blooper. I meant $40,000. 40. All right. Okay, because it was like 30 something. I think it was 36,000, and after taxes it was like 40. Hey Kim, that shit is crazy. Of course, I seen the shit that Kylie Jenner said. She apparently said that she was the person who basically started the trend on people wearing wigs, and now everybody wants to wear wigs. To be honest with you, I'm not even finna even speak on that situation because I already know that Kylie Jenner is trolling. Kylie Jenner is worse than, I love me some Trisha Paytas, but Kylie Jenner, sometimes she's worse than Trisha Paytas when it comes to the trolling. She knows that it's certain shit that she can say that'll get people to talking about her, and she know right now people are talking about Rob and Chyna, so of course she had to say some more off through all that shit, because Kylie Jenner clearly knows that she didn't start no fucking trend on nobody wearing wigs. So, like I said, I'm not even gonna give her no more motherfucking airtime on that. Because, like I said, she's just trolling. Do you think the road rage killing of Will Smith was a setup? You know, Mr. Mac, it's really strange because I've been seeing a lot of those posts on my social media, but I haven't read up on it just yet. But from my understanding, a lot of the surveillance footage and things like that they have, it looks like it was a setup. That's what it looks like to me, but I'm not, you know, I can't say 100%, but it's definitely an interesting situation. It makes you scratch your head and think. So I'm going to have to do a little bit more research on that, Mr. Mac. But you know, from the post that I've seen, it definitely looks like it. I'm late to media stuff. What's up with the singer girl that cheated on the b-ball player for a party next door, then tried to kill herself? I have no idea what you're talking about. What I don't know nothing about that. Thick Chick, do you have a Snapchat? If so, I have a Snapchat, but I don't snap. It's just ThickChickVlogs, but I have never uploaded a snap ever. I can't get into it. I was thinking about doing vlogs again because sometimes I just cannot think of a video to do. And I was like, you know what? The days that I can't think of a video to do, I'll just vlog. And I thought to myself, what the fuck would I vlog? Me sitting here working? You know, that's some boring ass shit. But I do have Snapchat, but I don't snap because I don't have shit to snap. I just don't have an interesting life. I really don't. Thick Chick, who you voting for? What? Who you voting for? Oh goodness. But yeah, that's what's going on with that situation right there. Next thing, there is this bitch. Okay, I know that Much Love from KY talked about it on her on a video she did recently about this bitch. Y'all probably haven't seen it because my sister, she's one of those people who don't like to watch those fight videos on Facebook, and neither do I, to be brutally honest with you. But sometimes if some shit catches my eye, I might click on it. There's this girl who decided that she wanted to, I don't know if the girl, that to me looked like a setup as well. It was a girl in there laying in the bed with her newborn baby. This bitch, I don't know if she was already in the house or if somebody let her in. It looks like somebody let her in because these people were in her home. They were already recording when the girl was coming through the door. She decided to go in the bedroom where this girl was laying in her bed with her newborn and told her, get out this bed because I'm finna whoop you. And of course, the girl told her, you know, go ahead, gone. This bitch decides to jump on the bed and proceed to beat this girl while she is literally laying inches away from her baby. That shit had me fire red, y'all. When I tell you, motherfucker, I wanted to jump through that goddamn screen myself and beat the shit out of that girl. Okay, number one, why the fuck are you in this girl's house coming to whoop her? And who the fuck are these people behind the camera recording this shit and decided to post it to social media? Okay, she literally almost hit that baby, and then she had the nerve after she was beating the girl in the head, and the girl was literally sitting there trying to cover her face. The girl told her, "Okay, I'm gonna leave you alone now. The baby woke." The fuck, and of course, the video went viral on Facebook. I think it was Cincinnati or Memphis, Tennessee. I'm not 1,000% sure, but wherever it was, okay, the police got a hold of the video because the people were seeing the video. And let me tell you a little bit of something about social media. You need to be careful with this Facebook Live shit, because if you on their Facebook Live smoking weed, doing whatever you're doing, you have people that will sit there and share your Facebook Live feeds. You have the police who are showing up at motherfucking store. Facebook ain't stupid, okay? Facebook is in cahoots with the motherfucking cops, okay? Get your ass on Facebook and be doing some old illegal ass shit. You know what's gonna happen? Do you know what's going to happen? You get your ass on Facebook and doing some illegal ass shit, they're going to be knocking on your motherfucking door. Okay? They're going to be knocking on your motherfucking door. Hell, just a couple of weeks ago, was it 2 weeks ago, this guy was on Facebook Live in Chicago and was literally shot and live on Facebook. So, of course, these people shared this video, and the police called, everybody was calling the police saying that they need to find out who the fuck she was. They found out who she was. They went to her house and arrested her. Okay? These folks ain't playing around with you, and goddamn Facebook know what the fuck they doing. Like I said, the Facebook works with the cops, girl. Okay? That's why they put that goddamn Facebook Live shit up there, because they know ignorant motherfuckers gonna be on there doing illegal ass shit. You got people that's probably on there goddamn selling dope, smoking weed, all this old crazy shit, and wondering why the police showing up at their goddamn house. Okay? Finding out what then you think is somebody snitching. Nigga, you snitching on your motherfucking self, getting on goddamn Facebook, smoking weed and selling weed and cutting up your damn crack cocaine to go and sell. People are stupid, okay? Motherfuckers ain't got a bit of sense. I'm just gonna say that right now. Like my mama saying, got the sense God gave. But it is what it is. I digress on that situation right there, okay? But a few years ago, I came across a video talking about there was child porn on Facebook. Look, I remember that video being on Facebook now. When I saw, because I talked about this in another one of my live feeds, about 2 years ago, it might have been a little bit more, a little bit less, I'm not 1,000% sure. But apparently there was a video floating around on Facebook of this man who was sexually molesting a little girl. Now, of course, I didn't click on that motherfucking shit because number one, why would you even want to watch some disgusting shit like that? But everybody on my Facebook timeline who shared that motherfucking video, you know what I did? I deleted and blocked their motherfucking ass. You are a sick fuck to be sharing some shit like that. Okay. Of course, Facebook caught the video and deleted it and made sure that, you know, nobody else could share it. But everybody who shared that fucking video on Facebook, I deleted and blocked their motherfucking ass. You are a sick motherfucker to even click on some shit like that. But I seen it. Okay. And hopefully they found his ass and decapitated him. Just saying. Y'all know how I feel about motherfucking child pedophiles. I can't stand it motherfucking shit. So hopefully whoever the fuck that dude was on that video that was molesting that child, I don't know if it was a little boy or a little girl. I don't know, because like I said, I didn't click on the shit. But hopefully they found his ass and they decapitated him. And I'm not apologizing for fucking saying that. Let's move the fuck on, because that shit right there make me hot and heated. I can't stand that shit. Y'all know how I feel about them. We can't talk about no child pedophiles, y'all, because y'all know I can't stand that shit. Okay, I cannot stand it. Ooh, I just cannot stand a motherfucker who will touch a child, because that shit is vile to me. How the fuck? How can you get yourself aroused for a baby? That is some fucked up shit, y'all, and it's disgusting to me. It repulses me. Ugh. Anyway, do you have any back page stories? Back page? Oh wow, I don't have any back page stories. Maybe I can Google some or something. I don't know. What about that grandma that pulled the knife out on her grandson? I've seen that video floating around, but I haven't watched it. I haven't watched it. They had a live video of a girl being raped. What? A live video of a girl being raped? What the fuck? Hold up, somebody said, have I heard about a mom who died? The comment went away. Have you heard about the mom who died from online dating? I did. That's why you really have to be careful when it comes to this online dating shit. Number one, you have to tell people what the fuck. Number one, when you're online dating, the last thing you want to do is meet a person and decide to go back to their house. You don't know these people. You can meet somebody. Let me tell you a little bit something about women or men too. You can sit there and meet a person on one of these dating websites. You can go out to dinner with them. You can sit down and have dinner with them. You can go to a movie with them. And you will sit there from the conversation you have with this person at dinner, and you have a good time. He take you out to the movies, and you just feel like you just know this person. You like, and he tells you, you know what, you want to come back to my house so we can hang out a little bit. You think you know this person just simply because you went to dinner with them and you went out to the movies with them. You got some of these people who don't give a fuck about being seen on camera with you. They will take you back to their house. They will rape you and they will kill you. Okay? They will literally rape you and kill you. And the last thing you want to do is actually the first time meeting someone, go over to their house. The fuck? It is 2016. People are crazy. That's why I say people need to understand that the world ain't nothing to play with now. Nothing. It was nothing to play with before, but it's really nothing to play with now. You got people out here that are playing Russian roulette with their lives and yours too. Just saying. You got people out there. Even I don't even really I can't even grasp the fact how people are still out here in 2016 having unprotected sex. The fuck? I'm sorry, motherfucker. Unless we married, no. I'm motherfucker. No, okay, motherfucker. No. And hell, goddamn in hell. Even if you goddamn married, motherfucker. Unless we trying to conceive, the fuck. I mean, like I said, maybe I'm just paranoid, but motherfucker, it's 2016. You shouldn't be around here raw dogging a motherfucking thing. As a matter of fact, at the juice man's job, he works on third shift, but on first shift, he said when they were getting off work. Well, when his shift was getting off work, he said the health department was at his job because some girl in there apparently tested positive for herpes, and the health department showed up to the job because she gave them 13 names from people on first shift that she was having sex with. And the health department, of course, I guess they figured, you know, this is the only place that we're going to be really able to get them all in one spot. They had to show up at his job and test 13 men, lining them up like cattle to test them, see if they had herpes. Now, if that is not embarrassing, I don't know what is. Motherfucker, I wouldn't even want to come to work no more. Okay, the health department seriously showed up to test 13 people for herpes. I mean, I guess the positive part of that is at least she told them that she had sex with people at work, and she could have kept the shit to herself. She could have just walked around, tested positive for herpes, and just didn't tell no damn about it. So I guess I can commend her for actually telling the people at the health department that she was having sex with these people. And the juice man said the girl actually walked out of work, basically saying that everybody was in her business. I mean, girl, what did you think? Okay, maybe she thought that the health department was actually going to call people on the phone, but no, you told them that you had sex with the people from work. So of course they were going to show up to your job. That actually happened another instance here. There was another plant here in my city that this guy was in the hospital who had HIV. I don't know if it turned to full-blown AIDS, I don't know what, but he was in the hospital, and of course they asked him about his sexual partners, and he told them that of course he was having sex with a lot of the women that he worked with. So the health department showed up to the plant, and they said they tested a whole lot of the women that were up in there because the women were having sex with this dude. You can't just sit there and look at these men or these women and be like, oh, she fine or he's sexy. You have to protect yourself when it comes to this shit. Like I said, and that goes for online dating, meeting people, and deciding that you want to go to their house, and that pertains to having sex with these people. You just can't lay down with anything, or you can't just go meet up with anything. If you just because you talk to these people a couple of times on the phone, you don't know these motherfuckers. These people are crazy. But yeah. The juice man said that she is, of course, you know, he goddamn it, he ain't no motherfucking fool, but she didn't work on his shift. But he said she's one of those pretty women. He said she got a nice shape, and you know that's typical shit. And they just said she was just giving it away. But what's so peculiar to me is that if you just walk up to me and you just be like him, you just hand me your pussy on a platter, I'm gonna look at you like you crazy. Like, why are you just right here just giving the shit away? Okay, why are you just giving the shit away? Something peculiar about that to me, but I digress. Now that confuses me too. Unprotected sex is just crazy. Unless it's your husband and y'all trying to exactly. Like, I really don't understand how the fuck these people are out here just willy-nilly just laying down with folks having unprotected sex. Like the shit is all cool. How? Why? I promise you I don't get it. Everybody go ahead and hit that. Exactly. Everybody go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. If you are new here, be sure to subscribe and all that good shit. Okay. If you are enjoying the motherfucking show, go ahead and hit that. Oh, okay. I read that already. Yes, the health department come out here in Mississippi with the local police or sheriff department to get your ass if someone say they've been with you. Yes. Okay. It is not a joke. Okay. It is not a joke. It is not a gang. What's the deal with the teacher slapping the student? Hold on. I'm going to talk about that in a second, Mr. Mack. But yes, if the health department, and at least here, if the health department finds out that your ass, okay, if somebody comes in and just say they test positive for some type of venereal disease, whether it's herpes, I think if you test positive for something like herpes or HIV, they will contact you and they'll tell you got 24 hours to show up to the health department. If you don't show up to the health department within those 24 hours, they will send the police to look for you, and they will bring you to the health department. So yeah, I actually I have a cousin who works in the health department. She doesn't actually work in the part where they do the tests and things for the sexually transmitted diseases, but I know that she said that's their policy. If a person comes in and they test positive for something and they give names as to the people that they've been having sex with. The health department will contact them people, and they'll tell you got 24 hours to get here. If you don't get here within 24 hours, we will send the police to look for you. So, yeah. And I think that's a great thing, because you don't need to be walking around here having some shit, spreading it. Take your ass to the doctor, get on your medication, and go on about your goddamn business. Just take that L, okay? It ain't the end of the world, hopefully. But back to Mr. Mack, about the teacher slapping the student. Are you talking about the woman who was repeatedly hitting the student? Every talking about that one, I didn't see that one, but I do know that there's a teacher who was, I think she pushed or kicked or hit an autistic boy. And people were saying that, I don't know if the autistic boy spit on her or what exactly he did, but I think, I think he has some type of developmental disability. But what one are you talking about exactly, Mr. Mack? You can get herpes with condoms. It's a skin issue that 80% of people have and don't know, because a lot of people's bodies fight the outbreak off. Or you could have one and never get one. And when you get an STD test, they don't test for that unless you ask for it. So it's an issue that most people have and don't know. Exactly. And that's what's scary, Nita. That is very scary to know that, a person can get herpes even though they're wearing a condom. A person can have herpes, and if you're, just touching skin, you can catch it. That's really scary. I don't care if you're grown or not. If you're meeting someone from off the internet, more than one person needs to know where you're at. Exactly. So ladies, if you're watching this and you're a person who does a lot of online dating, you definitely need to tell someone where you're going. If you're going to meet some, you get a lot of people who don't like people to know that they're going to meet somebody that they met on offline. But when it comes to your fucking life, I'm sorry. Okay, you need to leave some. Goddamn it, if you don't want to tell nobody, you better leave a motherfucking note or something on your goddamn computer. Leave it somewhere where people can find that shit if your ass come up missing. But it's your best bet. One of your girlfriends, your homegirls, you don't want to tell a family member, just text one of your girlfriends. I mean, ladies, I'm pretty sure we done all did this shit before. You go out with a dude, you text one of your homegirls and be like, I'm with this nigga right here, okay? If he show up, y'all, hopefully y'all not riding together, because you don't want this motherfucker to know where you live. Wherever you get to your destination, goddamn, you text her his motherfucking tag number and everything. Just saying, I do that shit. Well, I have done that shit when I was dating. Motherfucker wasn't no playing no goddamn games. Nigga, I'm texting your goddamn tag number and everything. You ask me what I'm doing, nigga, nothing. Okay, nothing. Okay, I ain't doing a motherfucking thing, but nigga, I'm texting every stuff. What kind of color shirt you got on, motherfucker? Hell, I'll text what color, what kind of goddamn cologne your motherfucking ass wearing. Fuck that, okay? I value my life. I don't know about nobody else. Y'all better start letting people know where the hell you going. Shit. Better leave a goddamn note. Some shit. Better leave a damn note on your computer or on your damn door saying, I went out with this nigga right here. We went to this location. If I come up missing, that nigga got me. Just saying. But they better safe than goddamn sorry. I don't trust nobody, y'all. I'm very paranoid. I don't know if that's a bad trait or a good one. Always inspect a person's body before you have sex with them. That's a good suggestion, DeAndre. But to be honest, if a person has herpes, from my understanding, if a person has herpes, you can't necessarily tell that they have herpes, especially if they don't have an outbreak right then. So that's the scary part. But yeah, I don't even know how we got on that situation. But yeah, what's the next thing we want to talk about? Okay, we can talk about Cynthia and Peter. Somebody wanted me to talk about that. There has been rumors that have been going around that Cynthia and Peter from the Real Housewives of Atlanta are getting a divorce. Now, Peter, from my understanding, has basically said that he's not going to be on any more Real Housewives of Atlanta episodes. Now, Cynthia did an interview. Now, she didn't say that they were divorced, but she said that they're currently separated. They're not together, and they are basically in talks about how to go forward in the situation. They're definitely talking about going ahead and getting a divorce because they're not in a great place right now. If y'all don't know, Peter decided that, I think he got some type of, whether it's a club, a restaurant, whatever the fuck it is, he done got a whole nother house, apartment in North Carolina, wherever the fuck it is. And, she basically was saying, this is like a long distance marriage. And we know that shit has an expiration date. So apparently they're not in a good place right now. And, and a lot of people are shocked by that. But, sometimes shit just don't fucking work. And like I said, I really hope that they can work it out if it's meant to work out, because you know, Nene Leakes is her friend, and Nene did an interview because somebody, of course, when you got a person who's your friend and you're in the news about something, especially like a divorce, they asked Nene about the situation, and Nene said that she told Cynthia that she really doesn't think that her and, you know, Peter should get a divorce. They should, you know, work out their situation, because you know that Nene literally was married to her husband. They got divorced and they got married again. She said she thinks that Cynthia should really work out, you know, her situation with her husband, because Peter wants to work it out, but it seems like to me Cynthia's probably done. But you can't, I mean, if you're unhappy in a situation, there's no need in torturing yourself, in my personal opinion. You have a lot of people out there who are in situations, what I like to call situationships. They're in situationships to where they just there. You know what I'm saying? They just there for the kids, or they there because they just, you know, it's the Christian thing to do. When you get married one time, you're not supposed to divorce. You know, you got people out there that are willing to just be miserable just for the sake of keeping a ring, which is crazy to me. But like I said, I really honestly truly hope that they work it out if it's meant to work out. But if they just can't settle their differences, whatever's going on in their personal life, then I guess it's time to say goodbye. But of course, Peter said that he feels like the Real Housewives of Atlanta is what ended his marriage. Sir, okay, and I'm not trying to be funny, but sir, when you go on a reality television show, we all know that reality television shows put strains on marriages. Reality television shows break up marriages, okay? Hell, look at most of these people who have been on reality television shows. They're divorced now. So you knew what you was going into. He said basically him and Cynthia were never by themselves. They were always with cameras around. I mean, you know, that's all part of the process. So if they feel like, you know, the show is what's causing them to get a divorce, maybe both of you guys should just go ahead and end your contracts and work on your marriage if it's that important to you. Is a check more important to you, or is your marriage more important to you? If you feel like the show is what's breaking your marriage up. You know what I'm saying? Because hey, what Kim Fields did, we ain't never seen Tootie in the damn blogs and shit up until she got on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. So when Tootie got on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, she saw people started calling her husband gay and talking about how she broke and goddamn they about to take her house. You see what Tootie did? Tootie got on that motherfucker. Tootie said one show and I'm done and got the fuck up off of that, okay? Anybody got time for that bullshit? If you see that shit is affecting your marital life, you see if it's affecting your life, period, hell, it's time to call that shit quits. But I guess, you know, it's all about that almighty dollar. But like I said, you got to think about what's more important to you. Is money more important to you, or is your marriage more important to you? But like I said, when you go into the situation knowing that 95, goddamn, I'm going to say 75% of the time you're going to have a camera in your face, you knew that. So, the fuck? Yeah, Tootie said, bye-bye. I'm out. She should have left him when she stopped being attracted to him. Exactly. Like I said, if you know something just not, if you're unhappy in the situation, it's time for you to leave. You know, I understand that people, you know, you can love people you can love a person without being with them. That's why I try to tell people all the time. You can love a person without being in a relationship with them. But I know that you also have people out there who feel like they cannot be friends with someone who they have been in a relationship with. I can understand that as well, especially if they feel like those feelings are always going to be there. And if people have been married and you see them with another person, dating another person, and people just can't handle that. So I can understand that as well. But, you know, you can actually be friends with somebody without being with them. But I understand that different strokes for different folks. That's the problem with people nowadays. It takes a village to raise a child when you think you can do stuff by yourself because you've grown and go missing. Whose fault is that? Damn. There's actually a girl. You know what? I'm not even going to talk about that because it's still a very sensitive situation, and they technically don't know where she is. So I'm not even going to speak on that just yet. I don't play come out. We going to the doctor. My husband be like, "What's wrong?" Nothing. But we gonna make sure nothing is wrong. Shit. Exactly. Shit, I've watched too many episodes of goddamn War of the Roses where these goddamn people say they went to the doctor just on some random, you know, yearly shit. You know how you go for your yearly pap smear? Motherfucker, why the fuck am I testing positive for some shit, for some chlamydia or whatever the fuck? when the only person I'm fucking is my goddamn husband. So if I know I'm the only person I'm fucking is you, motherfucker, that means your stinking ass out there fucking around on me. So, oh, hell no. Some goddamn motherfucking give. Okay, somebody ass finna get goddamn cooked because number one, you got me right here burning. So somebody got to die. Just saying. Anyway, can you do more story times? Sure I can when I think of something. I told you, of course I love the story time videos, but if I can't think of anything, I can't do one because, I mean, I'm not one of those people that can just get on here and just make up some random ass shit. It has to be something that actually happened to me. So, but I'm definitely going to do more when some more ideas come to me. There were a couple of storytime videos that I was supposed to be doing, but I can't think of the whole thing. So I have to keep brainstorming. You know how you have to, search back through your memories and try to remember the whole situation. So as soon as I can remember them, I will definitely be doing more story time. LOL at Andre, but you can buy some cuddle. Peter not trying to make it work. He stayed leaving instead of staying and trying to make true. That is so true. How do you feel about the North Carolina LGBT law? I'm going to talk about that in a second. That's going to be the next thing I talk about, Super Mario. Folks be out here fucking strangers, then coming home, bumping and exactly. That's the even crazier thing. You got men and women. Okay, I'm not just going to put this on men. I'm not just going to put it on women. You got folk that go out there and fuck around on their husband, on their wife, and come back, goddamn, still with the goddamn other person sweat on your damn nuts or your balls or whatever. Come home, get into bed with your significant other, and roll over kissing on them and slide up in them. You nasty son of a bitch. I can't stand shit like that, family. I just cannot. That's some nasty. Like I said, it's too much shit out there for folks to be just around here willy-nilly playing around Russian roulette with their life like that. I don't understand that shit. But the next thing that we're going to talk about is Mississippi, and apparently was in North Carolina. They have passed a new law, okay? Decided to make it a law that businesses can refuse service to people, for whatever reason. If you come in there and they feel like you are a gay couple, if they feel like you're a lesbian couple, if you're a gay couple, they can refuse you service legally. And what is so crazy to me about this, like I said, of course, you got them Bible thumpers out there. Well, if that's their religious beliefs, then they should be able to refuse the person's service. And what's even more disgusting to me about this is, of course, I have been, I followed this news story on Facebook when they decided they were going to pass this into law, that these people can refuse service to a person based on their religion, their sexual orientation, etc. What's so crazy about me is the amount of women, the amount of women of color, just people that look like us. Not just, I know there are people of other nationalities and people of other races and people of other descents that, are part of the LGBT community. I get it. But it was really disgusting to me to see a lot of African-American people underneath this post co-signing this shit, saying, well, if that's their religious beliefs. What's crazy about that to me is, like I said, people sit there and like to pick and choose what they want to pick and choose when it comes to the Bible. I try to stay away from many controversial topics because, I know a lot of people can be sensitive to this. But what was fucked up to me is that you have a lot of African-American people that were under this post saying that they have the right to do that if that's not their religious beliefs. But let them decide that they want to refuse service to your black ass. You know what's going to happen? You're going to have a problem if they say, well, I don't want to serve you because you black. Then you're going to have a motherfucking problem. But you think it's okay for somebody to tell these people, well, I'm not going to serve you any food in my restaurant because you're gay. But the very time they say, you know what, I don't want to serve your black ass, you're going to want to run to the goddamn Fox 6 or some shit. That's the fucked up thing to me. I cannot stand when people sit there and try to pick and choose shit out of the motherfucking Bible that they want to agree with. I'm sorry. I'm one of those people that feel like no one sin is greater than another. You can't sit there and pick out, okay, homosexuality is being up here as the worst sin ever. And my thing is this. How is anybody, y'all know, of course, I say this all the time. I'm a supporter of the LGBT community because I'm a person who feels like Everybody should be able to do what the fuck they want to do with their lives. Just because you believe, now I'm not saying that people who believe in the Bible and they feel like something is wrong, you can have your beliefs, but you also have to respect other people for doing what the fuck it is that they want to do. You can't sit there and try to throw your religious beliefs off on somebody else. If you believe that homosexuality is wrong and you feel like people that are gay are going to hell, then you can believe that, but you can't just sit there and discriminate and just try to belittle someone for their religious for their sexual orientation. That is disgusting to me. And these same people that be out here saying that homosexuality is so disgusting, you're gonna rot in hell, be the same people around here living with people who, and they not married. Like, you get people who tell me all the time, me and the juice man are going to hell because we living together. You get these same people or people out there that's married, probably sucking dick, and the dick they sucking ain't their husband. You got people out there that are really are doing a whole lot of devilish ass fucking shit, but they feel like homosexuality is like up here. It's like the main, it's like the big time abomination. It's the number one sin of all mankind. Like I said, you can have your religious beliefs, you can believe what you want to believe, but at the end of the day, a sin is a sin. Okay, if you feel like this sin is great, the next sin is just as great. Okay, you can sit there and go and decide, go to Golden Corral and eat to your goddamn stomach about to blow the fuck up. That is a sin. It ain't no smaller than being gay in your eyes. I'm not understanding it. Like I said, you get these same people, African American people, and I'm only talking about African American people because I'm an African American woman, and to see these people under there basically co-signing this shit, thinking that's okay. And the very time these same people say that I don't want to serve you because you black, you're gonna sit there and want to call the first motherfucking news station that you came. That's crazy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Somebody said that's racist for them to discriminate against a black person. Yes, it is racist, but it's also hell, you can call it racist not wanting to serve a person just because they gay. That's discriminatory. Would you want somebody, if you're a woman, would you want somebody to go into a person's establishment? Would you want that person to say, well, you know what, you're a woman, I don't want to serve you. I don't serve women here. What? This is 2016. What kind of shit is this? What I don't understand is those same people that are against homosexual are the one or the DL. It's child. Now that's a whole nother story. People who are extremely homophobic, that shit has me kind of, that shit makes me side-eye person. When you got people who can literally be in a store and see a gay person or a person who they think is gay, because you can't, I mean, I guess if you see a really feminine person, you know, I guess you can probably know that they may be gay. But just seeing a person in a store, the person is nowhere near them. They're so homophobic that you would want to beat a person up just for being, not looking at you, just a person just grocery shopping. Those types of people make me side-eye them. Makes me think, why the fuck are you, do you got some shit going on inside of you? Some demons that you're trying to fight inside of you to make you want to lash out at a person for being who they are? I really side-eye people who are extremely homophobic. What just happened? Hold on, what just happened? I missed some shit. I was helping a girl at work on the register, and she said to her friend, I'm not going to her register, she's a Mexican. What the fuck? Well, like that's fucked up. That is fucked up. But like, you have people out there that are like that. You have people out there that are like that. You even got people out there who anybody who's working in customer service. I've never worked in customer service because, to be honest with you, I can't deal with folk. Okay, I just can't deal with folk. But you have people out there that are so racist that they will sit there and they don't want to touch your hand exchanging money. They'll lay their money on the counter and slide it to you. Okay, you just got people out there that are like that, and that is extremely sad. That is extremely sad. He waited until they got married. Then when they went to have sex, she told him she had HIV. What? I just can't understand people disrespecting people, period. A person is a person. First, biblically speaking, we are supposed to love our neighbors as we love ourselves. Exactly, Gwen. That's why I say if a person believes you know, if they want to be strictly by the Bible, if they want to just you know, say that they feel that homosexuality is a sin, etc., that is fine. That is fine. That is your belief. You can believe what you want to believe, but you also have to respect other people's ways of life, the way other people decide to live their life. That's also something that you have to do biblically, as you said. Love thy neighbor as thyself. You have to, you know, if you're going to follow everything strictly by the Bible, you can't skip over that. So, somebody said, how long does it take a background check? How long does the background check take for fast food? I have no idea. I didn't even know they did background checks at fast food places. I know that may sound crazy, but I honestly didn't know that they did that. I have no idea. I've never worked at a fast food. I take that back. I did work at a fast food restaurant. I worked at Sonic once when I was 15 for one fucking day. I worked at Sonic for one fucking day when I was 15, and this racist guy, y'all, that man was so goddamn racist. He literally dropped his money on my on the little tray that I was serving. Number one, I'm 15. I didn't really want to wear. I wanted some money. My parents didn't tell me you need to go out there and get a job, but I wanted some fucking money, and that man made me cry, y'all. I didn't come back after that goddamn day. But yeah. Is this Mississippi situation really shocking? It's Mississippi. To be honest with you, Mississippi is not like a lot of people think. People think Mississippi and Alabama is so racist. Like I said, I've never experienced, besides, you know, little stuff like that, you know, drop people not wanting to, you know, put money in your hand. But as far as experiencing blatant racism and things, I mean, it's so you can't just say it's Mississippi, because Mississippi and Alabama is not, you know, 100% like people think. It's not like it is on TV. People think we walking around and, you know, looking like hillbillies and doing all kind of hillbilly ass shit. But I guess I can get what you're saying as far as saying it's Mississippi. But what happened, y'all? But people at your school are racist, child. Cray cray. Cray cray. Last year at Dairy Queen, had a woman throw a burger at me because it had 2 pickles. She asked for 1. Shit. Hell no. That's why y'all. That's why ThickChickVlogs cannot do fast food. Okay. Matter of fact, I can't do customer service, period. Okay. That's why I decided to be an entrepreneur. Okay, because bitch, I can't do folk. Okay, I just cannot do people. I would get fired on my day off. Just saying. Yes, I would. I would get fired on my day off. But also, since we're talking about Alabama and Mississippi, I guess we can talk about our governor. Okay, our governor, Robert Bentley, decided that he wanted to have an affair with his political advisor. And the crazy thing about that, apparently they were having relations all in the office. And his wife, of course, his wife divorced them about a year ago. I knew when that woman divorced this man, something was going on, because they had been married for damn near 40 years, okay? I knew she wasn't just divorcing him on some willy-nilly shit. I said some shit finna go down, and this woman don't want to be caught in the crosshairs. So allegedly, well, ain't no allegedly, this is what happened. At divorce court, she presented the judge with a recording, okay? They were at one of their beach houses, and I don't know what, like I said, I guess it's that women's tuition. She went for a walk on the beach at their beach house and left him in the beach house. But when she left him there, she also left her cell phone. She left her cell phone on record. She left her cell phone on record and recorded his entire conversation. Well, she couldn't hear the woman on the other end, but she could hear everything that he was saying. He was basically telling the woman, and it was of course his financial advisor, because he kept saying the woman's name over and over, telling her how he loves her, and you know, if we ever do what we did again in the office, we're gonna have to lock the door, because if somebody comes in there, the scandal is crazy. They got this dude on camera going into Best Buy. He bought 2 burner phones from Best Buy so he can call this mistress, and y'all, it's a whole lot of shit that's going on. Now, this is the same man. This is the same man that said that we do not need to have the lottery because it is against his Christian values. It's it's against his Christian values and beliefs, but you fucking your financial advisor in your office while you're married with children is not against your Christian values and beliefs. These are the type of people governing us. Isn't that crazy? These are the types of people that are seriously governing us. Crazy. But you don't want to get Alabama something that can, this is one of the reasons why we so fucking broke. One of the reasons why Alabama is one of the most brokest states in this country. Because these folks around here, of course, this is the Bible Belt. Alabama will never have the lottery. They will never have the fucking lottery because we are in the heart of the Bible Belt. And everybody around here is just bloop, bloop, just Bible thumpers, okay? It's against my Christian. But these are the same people around here who probably be walking around with them goddamn KKK hoods on their head. And of course, the people who are in the governor's office fucking their financial advisors. And of course, when your wife heard this shit, she presented this shit to the judge so she can get half. Now, this man got safe deposit boxes with his financial advisor. Now, mind you, he was paying this bitch $400,000 a year to be his financial advisor. And they were trying, and now they're, of course, doing audits and things on him, trying to figure out where the money was coming from, the $400,000 was coming from that he was paying this woman a year. Now, mind you, some of the citizens of Alabama have not seen a state Alabama state tax return, their tax money from the state of Alabama in I don't know how long. These motherfuckers want you to pay taxes, but they ain't mailed out not one motherfucking state check. The fuck? It's a whole lot of shit going on here. I'm telling you. Hey, it's Manicky. But like I said, that shit is crazy to me. The lottery and shit that's gonna make Alabama money is against your Christian values, but you fucking your financial advisor in your office while you're married to your wife is not. That's what you call hypocritical. Just saying. SC Warrior, I don't have no story, boo. I don't right now. I'm sorry, I don't have no story right now, boo. What else is going on? I think that was all that I had, y'all. If y'all have anything that y'all want me to talk about right quick, I can talk about it. But that's pretty much all that I had. Anything else going on that y'all want to talk about? And I can talk about that right quick, fast and in a hurry. How long have I been on here? For anybody that's watching, I can't see the time for some reason. You actually never experienced racism until you deployed to Iraq. Kobe Turner rape thing. I haven't heard about that. Loves me some lottery box, straight, mega millions, Powerball, whatever. Wow. That's the thing. I don't know about it because these motherfuckers around here just quote unquote Bible thumpers. Almost an hour. Okay. I thought I've been on here for over an hour. He don't like the gays for eating out his mistress though, stupid ass. Exactly. So I said he was called hypocrite. Like, who the fuck was that said hypocrites? Oh, hypocrites. That came from that dumbass fucking tweet. Hypocrites. I logged on at 6:25. Yeah, I know I've been on a little over an hour. Yeah, it's been a little over an hour. That girl being raped and recorded by a 13, then the other girl posted it on Facebook. I haven't seen that, Erica. Thank you, Kitty. Thank you so much. I think that's really all I have, family. I'm getting sleepy as fuck. I was so sleepy. I almost did not make it on here to talk to y'all, but I'm glad I did because we talked about a whole lot of things that really needed to be talked about, and all that good shit. Again, for those of you that are in here right now, if you have not gave this video a thumbs up, I would really appreciate it if you enjoyed this live show. If you're new here, be sure to hit that subscribe button, share my videos, all that good old shit, so we can get some more people in the fam bam. You know what I mean? Add me on Facebook if your heart so desires. The link is down in the description box of this here particular video, and all that good shit. Is anything coming on tonight? What is tonight? Tonight is Thursday. Nothing is coming on tonight. Fuck. Anyway, so I guess I'm gonna go get my motherfucking ass in the bed. Okay. Thank y'all for coming out, family. Thank y'all for showing me some love and all that good shit. I will see y'all in the next video. Peace.